Hey everybody, Dr. Lenny Roberts here with a friend of mine, Christopher Cohn. Christopher's family and my family go way back in a couple different directions here, but our families have known each other. Actually, my in-laws as well as my family have crossed paths with his family for quite a while. But Christopher, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do, and thanks for joining us today.
Hello, everyone. My name is Christopher, like Dr. Lenny said. So my background comes in the form of teaching yoga, Pilates, meditation, a little bit of self-coaching as well, or coaching the individual, kind of helping people along on their path in life. And I teach a class on Monday evenings from 7 till about 7:40 here on Zoom. And what it's all about is Pilates and yoga together. It's a mixture, and it's a 40-minute class. It's a little bit of a shorter class, and I gear it towards everyone, not just the super fit, but those who are at least within their body and able to move pretty much. And I give some variations, and I talk about what not to do as well as what to do. And the exercises are meant to really stretch and lengthen through the muscle tissue, but then also to really work on our core muscles a little bit. And working and strengthening those core muscles are then going to really help support the spinal system, which Dr. Lenny works on. So I really appreciate what he does. And that combination for me of working on my core and then working with Dr. Lenny to really help my spinal system is a super effective method for me in the healing element. As an example, it was about 6 or 7 years ago, I can't remember exactly the date, but I was struck by an SUV as a pedestrian in a crosswalk and thrown about 15 feet. And I wasn't able to really walk for about 6 to 8 months per se. I was able to crawl around a bit. And all of these practices really helped me stay in shape and get me back into the health that I am today. And Dr. Lenny was part of that as well, which I'm extremely grateful for. So I recommend and suggest and hope that you can join me on Monday evenings and be there to nurture yourself and be together through these times.
Awesome. Appreciate you sharing a little bit more of what you do and how you do it. And I love, obviously, the synergy. So we'll post the link on how people can register and so sign up for the class and basically reserve a space and can share it and have some friends join in as well. Obviously, there's no cap. You can invite your friends along and join in on what Christopher's doing on Monday evenings. Awesome. Can you give us a little bit of your background also prior to pre-COVID-19, what you were doing and where?
Sure. So prior to where we are today, I was and am teaching Pilates. So that's both mat classes, which is just on a yoga mat, and then also on a reformer, which is, if you can see behind me, this little piece of equipment here, which helps support the body's structure and strengthen the body structure as well. It's also teaching, and I was doing that privately and in groups, and that was at a studio that was down in Fishtown. And then also I was teaching privately as well in home and through various different companies that I work with, smaller companies. And I have this class that I'm inviting everybody to on Monday evenings. I've been doing this community class for 17, 18 years now running. And then I also teach yoga, and that's a basic hatha yoga for those who are more involved in yoga and understand the different styles. But it's basically just doing exercises for asana on a mat with breath and with meditation. And then I was also teaching meditation and mindfulness to corporate America. So that was smaller companies to larger companies. I've taught at Children's Hospital before, and Fox Rothschild, which is a law firm, and various other different organizations across the Philadelphia area.
Awesome.
And I was doing that privately and in group session as well.
Awesome.
And then through part of a lot of the private work that I do, it encompasses too then some kind of life guidance in the sense of, you know, we talk about diet and how we're eating, and we talk about, you know, what we're thinking about and how we have conversations with people, and we talk about emotions and how we understand emotions, because I also then as well have a certification in positive psychology from a Whole Being Institute, and that was up at Kripalu that I did. Awesome. That, and then also do a lot of rebirthing or conscious connected breathing, which is more commonly these days known method. And so I've been doing that pretty much since my accident, when I was able to begin to move around again. And I was doing that prior to the accident for about 5 years prior to the accident, or maybe longer, 7. Because then also prior to the accident, I had a painting construction company. So I was in construction before that. So my life has completely come into a different space and a different realm. So that's what I was doing prior to, you know, our experience that we're having now, this COVID-19 experience. And so I was in service to people and helping people along in their life, mostly through body movements, but also through understanding our emotions and, you know, how we see those throughout the day.
Awesome. Well, I knew a good bit about you, Christopher, but I just learned a lot more. So
Right.
Definitely appreciate you sharing your background experience, and hopefully get some folks to join in on what you're doing on Monday evenings, and continue spreading the positivity and tying everything together. Appreciate what you're doing.
All right.
Thanks so much, buddy.
Thank you.
See you soon.